I left the page ripped torn, writing with the...
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. 2K TV. That's right, 2K TV launched in 2K15, and since then, we've given you three because you are. So first, thank you. And to celebrate, we have a very special episode including 2K TV Interactive, brought to you by Nike. And in honor of our 300th episode, all questions in this episode are worth 300.
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visitors, the LA Clippers. At point guard, Reggie Jackson. At the other guard position, Reggie Jackson.
Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is and nothing tips.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron James is tied for the third most MVP awards all time. He's also tied for the most second-place finishes. Frank Vogel said,
"They probably do, and we certainly know how LeBron feels." David, thank you. A moment here now to see the numbers for Eric Bledsoe.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open... on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Here are the five for the Clippers. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. Bledsoe is out there with Jackson, and it's George in at the three. And for the Lakers, and they have their big three all out there. Westbrook at the point, with LeBron and Davis at the forward. Avery Bradley is out there with DeAndre Jordan. That one drops for two very athletic teams here, Greg. A game that's sure to produce a lot of highlights.
And makes me think of Stacey Augmon, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside.
Here's Zubac. And even after two offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
Yeah, people who saw this game got their money's worth, and it was fitting that they split the season series, given the enormous talent level on both sides.
Bledsoe against Jordan. And it's Bledsoe off the drive, and the layup falls.
Bledsoe, good job cutting away from the ball and through the defense. Keep him in front of you.
Here's Davis.
At the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Bledsoe with it. He's picked up by Jordan and stolen by Jordan. The drive by James, and LeBron moves it down hard.
Sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim, that time on display.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. With the floater and the layup by Jackson. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. The Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Bradley finds James. Back to Bradley. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. 6 to shoot. Launches it. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. The Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. To the inside. Bledsoe passes to Jackson. With some arc, and Davis sends it back.
Oh, that reach is so dangerous. AD uses it so well.
And the pass to Bradley. LeBron outside. Now Bradley averages about 5 points a game. Moves back up. And it's Davis laying it in. Davis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
AD has always been such a gifted rebounder.
To the middle, and stolen by Jordan. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way, and finished off by Westbrook.
I mean, it is really like he's jumping off of a trampoline out there. Westbrook can do anything he wants when he gets up like that.
Clippers trail by 6. And George kicks to Bledsoe. Pass to Zubac. Jackson with the bounce pass. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Great use of the bounce pass. Thumbs down on that one. Tough to defend against.
Outside Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Westbrook quick to find the open man that time.
And here are the Clippers.
And now in the second half of his career, Russell Westbrook wants rings. He knows he's getting older and has no time to waste. It's why he plays with such passion.
And stolen by James.
The instincts on defense on full display there. It was a gamble for sure, but it paid off big time in the form of a steal.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Lakers?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've also racked up a ton of points off of turnovers so far in tonight's game.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. And Westbrook's high motor is why we love him. He goes out breaking, competes every play in every game.
No doubt, but I tell you what, he's tired of missing out on the NBA Finals. This is a guy that is hungry to get back to that stage. It'll be interesting to see if he can get it done.
All right, look who's coming under the goal. Get loud. Here they are. Your Laker Girls.
And now a quick look at some very potent men in the middle league. Highest scoring big men in the past 10 games. Anthony Davis is second.
That's as scary a collection of big men as you'd want to see. I mean, game planning for any of them is a challenge because you know how much defensive attention you're going to have to devote to them.
Well, you're building a team. The foundation starts here. Big men who can dominate a game offensively in the low post. Every franchise would like to have one, and this is the cream of the crop.
And George gets it to go.
So good, so experienced. Paul George can convert the toughest of buckets.
Outside, Davis. Passes it to Davis. Kicks it out to James. Over George. And James with the basket on the assist by Davis.
And the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Jordan against Jackson. Puts up a three. A rebound by the Lakers. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, and in that one, they were aggressive, but also efficient. The exact balance you're looking to achieve.
Well, easy to be efficient on nights like that when everybody has things going. Let's see if they're still in the rhythm tonight.
And here's George for three. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Think about the rookie year that PG had where he shot under 30% from the three-point line. But all that tireless work in the offseason and now such a vital part of his game.
Here's LeBron. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Detroit. And Davis gets it to go.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Clippers trail by 9. George with the ball. Jackson has the open look. The shot's good on the assist by George. Jackson's got 5 now.
Smart play from PG. Just sees a man with a better shot and gets him the rock.
Outside Westbrook. George against James. Westbrook kicks to Bradley. Lakers working the ball around now. Shot on the wing, and again it's the Lakers.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
The Clippers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ball game. Guarded by Davis. Here he goes. It's good.
This is a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
So the Lakers call timeout, their first. And at this point of the year, what's the main thing you think Brett, a head coach, has to do to keep his team focused for the second half of the season?
Well, again, keeping guys in great physical shape. So a balance of playing in the games and getting minutes, but also getting on the practice court, which is interesting after coming out of the pandemic season. Kevin, a lot of teams just didn't find any practice time. And this year, you get back to the regular season schedule, there's ample time to be on the floor. How do you manage that practice time, and how do you manage the rest for guys, active rest on those days off to be ready for the game?
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Dwight Howard is checked in for Jordan. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Anthony Davis. Horton Tucker's checked in for James. And it's Malik Monk in for Avery Bradley. The Clippers also making some changes. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubac. Mann comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Kennard in for Jackson. Bounce pass Howard. Just 5 on the clock. And that one's good, Anthony.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 8-point game. He kicks it to Bledsoe. Trying to get open is Ibaka. And there's Paul George on the assist from Eric Bledsoe. And so it's the Lakers with it. Pass to Horton Tucker. Now here's Monk. Kennard covering. And Malik Monk gets the 3. And the Lakers lead by 9.
And you got to love that three-point stroke of Monk. I mean, he's got such a high-arcing shot there. It gives it a good chance to go in from deep. And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Horton Tucker.
2 minutes.
He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Howard's shot is good.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Bledsoe outside. There's the pass to George. And no good. And it's the Lakers the other way. 1:32 left in the first quarter. Westbrook, no good. Clippers trail by 9. For 3, Bledsoe misses that one. His first miss of the night, 2 for 3. Anthony against Kennard. For 3, Westbrook, and it's the Clippers with the rebound. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
And they didn't get blown out in that game, but it felt deflating, and it felt like they got crushed. They could not get anything going, no matter who they had out on the court.
Rajon Rondo is checked in for the Lakers. And the Clippers making a change here. A tremendous Mobile One block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead. And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Pass to Mann. There's the triple. Rebounded by Howard.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Pass to Horton Tucker. Misses the 3. Clippers trail by 11. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Bledsoe kicks to Winslow. Pass to Mann. Jacks up a 3. And they'll get another chance. Anthony against Winslow. Over Anthony. Winslow's shot is off. Now here's Anthony. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Monk for three, buries the long-range jumper. Monk's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Lakers. Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the Los Angeles Lakers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We've got more in store for you right after this. And we all know the great LeBron James can do it all, but he says he doesn't have to for his team to be successful.
There's no pressure for none of us to score. There's no pressure for any of us to do more than you have to. For me, I'm whatever. I'm all about winning.
Well, and the way this roster is composed with Anthony Davis and all these veterans around, everyone able to play their part.
And play their role. As LeBron gets older, he's going to choose his spots and look for ways to make his teammates better.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. We've got Ibaka. Bledsoe is out there with Kennard. Then it's Winslow, and it's Mann in at the 3 spot. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his player on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. DA, thank you. Bledsoe against Anthony. Bledsoe passes to Winslow. Shot clock at 5.
Well, a good defender, the wingspan and timing Rondo has on defense sometimes can be disruptive.
Ibaka against Howard. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. And last year, Carmelo Anthony climbed into the top 10 all-time in scoring.
Well, I mean, he's a surefire Hall of Famer. And he may never get that NBA title, but you factor in college and international play, and there's no doubt he'll be in Springfield.
Here's Bledsoe. Winslow wide open. He fires. And the 3 off target. Lakers leading by 14. Outside Anthony. Ibaka against Howard. Now the pass to Monk. Fires the 3. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Kennard. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And the team likes to use Kennard as a floor spacing kind of player, but he decides to do damage that time inside.
They grab their own miss. Here's Anthony. Right through the D for the layup. Anthony's got 6.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Winslow, the pass to Mann. Now, here's Kennard. Defense is right there. Feeds to Bledsoe. Over Rondo. No good. Shot missing. And the Lakers going the other way now. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Passes to Horton Tucker. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Timeout called the Lakers. And Brent, some interesting family history here. Your dad, Rick, brother John, and you all ended your careers playing for the Houston Rockets.
The next time, Kevin, that you and I are broadcasting a game in Houston, I'll walk you across the street to the Barry Cemetery and we'll take a look at the headstone.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Jordan, he's checked in for Howard. Davis comes in for Carmelo Anthony. James checked in for Horton Tucker. And Bradley subbed in for Malik Monk. Jackson against Rondo. Yep, that one goes in there. 7 points in the game.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Pass to Bradley. Shoots the three. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 4 assists now tonight. Rondo against Jackson. With the drive and the dunk by Jackson.
And with a quick first step, Jackson remains a threat to drive on any defender.
Outside Rondo. Here's James. Offensive rebound. Here's Davis. 6 for 6. He's got to miss from the field.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Jackson kicks to Zubac. Back to Jackson. Clippers moving the ball around. Kennard on the wing. Guarded by Bradley. Man. A three-pointer, no good.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Back to James. And they double up LeBron. The pass to Rondo. Lets the three fly. The second effort. And the Lakers call time here. And the Clippers making a switch here. George is checked in. Jackson against Rondo. 5 on the clock. It's Bradley on the wing. Here's Davis. Lays it up off the glass. Davis has got 14 points.
Well, you can tell right now the teammates are scanning the floor to find him and feed him. Why not? He's on it right now.
Jackson against Rondo. And it's blocked by Jordan.
You can't just throw up stuff like that with DeAndre Jordan lurking around. Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
To the paint. And the rejection by Zubac. The bounce, the Lakers will take possession. And the Lakers making a change here. Westbrook's checked in.
Russell Westbrook.
Lakers leading by 17. From the arc. Kicks it out to Bradley. Pass to Westbrook. This one for 3. Kennard with the rebound.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Outside Bradley. And finds him. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Jordan's such a great dunker. Some of the jams he has are completely jaw-dropping.
George double team. Jackson against Westbrook. Passes it to Zubac.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Lakers shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Bradley kicks to Westbrook. On deep. The Lakers get it back in a new 14. Fires from deep. Westbrook missing again.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Here's Kennard. Off the left rim and out. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Pass to Westbrook. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 4 assists now tonight.
So challenging for anybody, not just guards, to match Westbrook and his physicality.
Westbrook with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. This touch by Westbrook. Outside, George. And there's the pass to Kennard.
2 minutes.
Pass to Zubac. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Kennard making a good read that time, and he's an underrated playmaker.
Outside Brent. Back to Westbrook. Left side Bradley. And here is Jordan. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Well, we know Zubac can eat up space inside, Brent. Great job of securing rebounds.
Yeah, obviously, if he was playing starter minutes or anywhere approaching 30 minutes, Zubac is going to be in double figures, ripping down both offensive and defensive things on the glass. What's impressed me about him, though, is he's got great hands on the inside and has now become a very viable roll target. If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Marquis, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Anthony's checked in for Jordan. Horton Tucker comes in for LeBron. And it's Malik Monk in for Avery Bradley. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for the Clippers. Bledsoe comes in for Luke Kennard. 55 seconds left in the second quarter. Passes it to Monk. Back to Westbrook. Now Monk. 9 points in the game so far. 6 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range. No good. The Clippers go the other way with it. Now the Clippers with it. They're on a 13-4 run. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's George. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got 3 assists now in this one.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Inside. Monk with the ball. Pass for Horton Tucker. It's stolen. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Here with Frank Vogel.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A tremendous game we're seeing from Anthony Davis. He had 14 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 assist. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
Their efforts in the paint have really paid dividends. It's been a focal point for them, not so much for the other team.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
And the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for the Lakers right now, and they have their big three all out there. Westbrook at the point with LeBron and Davis at the forward. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Bradley. Bledsoe passes to George. Good work there as it goes. 14 points for George.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a three for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you.
Well, Paul George can play in the supportive role, and then he can do things like that where he just decides to take over.
And it's Davis with the jam.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Jackson looking around for the three. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Outside Bradley. Back to Westbrook. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet. 8 points for Russell Westbrook.
Don't say this much about guards, but big boy strength there as Westbrook does not give in to the aggressive defense.
That one good for 2.
Well, great start. Check that box. They've made their first 4 shots, guys, and the offense looking very fluid right now.
Outside, Davis. And here's James outside. And the three ball is good. James has got 9 points.
Years and years of practice, that jump shot still looking good from LeBron.
And George kicks to Bledsoe. Back to George. The pass to Bledsoe. Banked in off the glass. Bledsoe's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, he might be 6'1", but Eric Bledsoe is fantastic with different kinds of finishes around the rim.
Westbrook passes to Bradley. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
No good from Bledsoe. Lakers leading by 7. Westbrook passes to Jordan, and the foul called on Marcus Morris. For the Lakers, Rondo comes in for Bradley.
Clippers substitution.
And then for the Clippers, Winslow comes in for Ivica Zubac. Man subbed in for Marcus Morris. And the Lakers call time here.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Down low, here's Rondo. And denied, he sends it right off the glass. Outside Jackson. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Rondo passes to Westbrook. Howard with it. Goodbye, Winslow. Rondo dishes to LeBron. 4 on the clock. On deep. And they get it back. Outside Rondo. Back to LeBron. Second chance shot. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got his 5th assist in this one. Clippers trail by 7. Jackson passes to Winslow. To the paint. Here's George. That shot no good. Great D that time from Davis. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Los Angeles Lakers.
And for so long in Indiana, Paul George was that guy. But boy, I tell you, he's been a good sidekick the last few years.
Well, he's been amazing and continues to be a little bit undervalued in the way that people assume Paul George's offensive and defensive game as a collective and the way it impacts winning, especially playing alongside Kawhi Leonard. Didn't have to take as much of the offensive load if he didn't want to. But Paul George still gets it done.
Outside Rondo. James outside. Westbrook dishes to Davis. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And again, it's LeBron with the 3. And it's a 12-point Laker lead.
It's becoming more and more reliable, LeBron James, in the twilight of his career, being able to knock down 3-pointers.
Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Anthony's checked in for Davis. Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. The Lakers on D. Kicks it to Jackson. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim.
Kennard has such good mechanics with the way he shoots it. The moment that ball is in motion, it looks good.
Rondo passes to Westbrook. Pass to Howard. Shoots over Winslow. No good from Howard.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
George with the bucket.
And Kennard, well-schooled, just keeping his eyes up and making that play.
Outside Westbrook. And they double up LeBron. Takes the 3. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by LeBron. Westbrook's got 5 points now this quarter.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Kennard. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Good passing in the paint, maybe even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Outside Westbrook. He kicks it to James. Rondo against Jackson. Outside Westbrook. Lakers working the ball around now. 5 to shoot. Basket good. Howard's got his second basket of the night.
For all the attention that Russell gets for his scoring, tonight the passing looks sharp.
And the Clippers call time here. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
And the Lakers with some changes. Horton Tucker comes in for Russell Westbrook. And Monks subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Ibaka's checked in. George passes to Ibaka. 3-pointer. He can't hit that time. And it's the Lakers the other way. Passes it to Horton Tucker. From deep 3-point range. The Lakers rebound. Clippers trail by 11. Kennard for 3. Dwight Howard pulls it in. And for the Lakers, they're shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. From deep, LeBron. Nailed from 3-point land. James has got 13 points now in the quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Jackson with it. And it's Howard picking him up. Pass to Ibaka. Over Monk. That one's in there. The Lakers leaders get down to just 12 points with the basket from Ibaka.
Well, if you give up that mid-range jumper, Ibaka has the confidence to take it and make it.
Here's James, 19 points in the game. Outside Anthony. The pass to Monk. And here is Howard. Over Ibaka. Howard can't hit.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
There's 1:17 left in the third quarter. Pass to Horton Tucker. Back to Monk. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Here's Howard. Count that bucket. Howard's got 6.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And how about the confidence right now from Jackson? Not bashful at attacking and drawing attention from there.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Lakers.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
The other thing they've done is had penetrating passes inside, in the interior, plenty of points in the paint.
Jordan, he's checked in for the Lakers. Avery Bradley comes in for LeBron. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. And so Jackson nails both of them.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Jackson against Bradley. He dishes it to Anthony from outside the arc. Knocks down the 3-ball. 9 points in the game so far.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Kennard on the wing. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And Kennard picks up the other end of that phone and says, I'll answer with a 3.
Lakers leading by 10. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Passes to Horton Tucker. Now Monk. Anthony right side. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. They host the Kings after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
The fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. Clippers trail by 10, so with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Morris at 4 with Ibaka at the 5. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. And it's man in at the 3, the small forward. Lakers shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57% outside Bradley. Here's Jordan. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. The Clippers shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. And the basket is good.
They're inside and taking full advantage.
Outside Bradley. Outside Anthony. Back to Bradley. Takes a 3. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Jackson drives in. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. Davis is checked in for the Lakers. And then for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Terrence Mann. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute play.
DeAndre Jordan. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Oh, good on that one.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Lakers leading by 8. Pass to Horton Tucker. Kicks it to Davis. Now the pass to Horton Tucker. Jordan with it. Shoots over Zubac. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. And the Lakers lead by 10. Pass to Kennard. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Bledsoe on the money with the open jumper.
Eric Bledsoe's jumper has come a long way. It seems very comfortable pulling up from that range.
Now, here's Monk. Pass to Horton Tucker. Back to Monk. And here's Bradley from 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Jackson kicks to Bledsoe. Here's Zubac. No good off the back of the rim.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Pass to Horton Tucker. Here's the 3. Kennard with the rebound.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
It's good. Jackson's got 19 points.
And with the defender draped all over him, Jackson has that strength to fight through the contact.
Here's Davis, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Russell Westbrook's checked in for Monk.
In his first year in Los Angeles, AD delivered on some massive expectations for the Laker organization. Teaming up with LeBron James, they captured the 2020 title in the Orlando bubble.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Cranes the three-pointer. Tucker's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
It's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here.
Clippers ball.
Off the inbound, and there's the play by Bledsoe inside. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Outside, Davis. Back to Westbrook. There's the pass to Horton Tucker. Westbrook with it. Right side, Jordan. Right wing. Shot clock at 6. Horton Tucker's shot is off.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And good that time. And the Lakers with possession here. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Outside Bradley. Here's Horton Tucker. Kennard covering. Here's Bradley. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
I like Avery Bradley cashing in from there, proving he can get it done around the basket.
And the Clippers call time here.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
And the Lakers making a change here. James is checked in. And a switch here also for the Clippers. George is checked in for Kennard. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's LeBron. Jordan trying to free himself up. And LeBron James gets it to go.
And you know LeBron will play physical when the play calls for it. That time makes the contact, and it's a non-issue for him.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And we all know George brings offensively. But it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
James looking around. Westbrook against Jackson. Offensive rebound. Davis with the bucket. Davis has got 5 points in the quarter.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Here's Jackson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And another for Jackson. A streaky scorer, but when he gets hot, watch out.
Jackson against Westbrook. Pass to Brantley. Outside Westbrook. Passes it to Brantley. Back to Westbrook. Launches a 3. And they recover it. Davis. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Phenomenal strength there by AD to take the hit and finish that one.
And this is the second season of Anthony Davis's 5-year, $190 million extension. And he admitted that with his injury history, that long-term security was a consideration.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
PG showing that's a signature dunk from him.
Lakers leading by 9. Westbrook passes to LeBron. He kicks to Bradley. Beyond the arc. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his third foul of the game.
That's his third personal foul. Second team foul.
Clippers trail by 9. Jackson finds Zubats. And the dunk by Jackson.
Up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. And AD's injury woes rearing their head last season as well, Greg. We saw it, missing a number of games.
Well, a big man with his athleticism, a lot of stress on the legs. LeBron's gotten him on the same nutrition and treatment regimen. Hopefully, that'll help.
Well, he got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
Outside, Davis. James, left side. Over George. And the Lakers with another miss. Clippers shooting around 60% on the night. Amazing work offensively so far. Inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Such a versatile offensive threat. Morris draws his fair share of fouls.
Shooting for LA, Marcus Morris.
First free throw is good.
At the line for 2.
He hits both from the stripe.
Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you get a chance to close the gap, you've got to make the most of it.
James outside. Pass to Bradley. He feeds it to Jordan. And he makes good on the layup. Jordan's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, the sheer size of DeAndre Jordan is such a big benefit. It makes him an effective finisher on the inside.
And Davis sends it back. George against Jordan. And there's the pass to Westbrook. Bradley finds Westbrook. Jordan with it. Guarded now by Jackson. No good from 18. Clippers trail by 7. Here's Bledsoe. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Eric Bledsoe steps up in a big moment.
These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice to system.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Back to Bradley. Lakers working the ball around now. And Davis puts it in.
Davis playing with some real authority right now and imposing his will. And you see the bench reacting and loving it.
Here's George. And the rejection by LeBron. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Bradley against Bledsoe. Davis, the pass to Brent. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight. Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
And the Clippers call time here. They trail by 10. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.
And what an amazing ball game. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Bradley kicks to Ellington. Uses the glass to finish the win. And the Lakers lead by 10.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
And here is Howard. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to play.